Let's go, boys. We are live. You guys have seen the tracker before. We're lifting up, you know what I'm saying? Although, there's some... The kit. So, like, the kit is cheap, dude. And, just get my chat set up on my phone here. The kit is cheap. So cheap. And I don't know exactly how to do it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it didn't come with it. So, the main issue here is that the spacers are different sizes. I don't know which one is the front and which one is the back. You know what I'm saying? Also, the tracker's a little different than last time we streamed. So, like, the first thing is I washed it. You see how much better it looks? Notice it's got a roof rack on it. And some new meats. We got some dope new meats. And they don't rub or anything. I just want to do the lift because it looks cool. So a couple of things that we did. It requires longer shocks in the back. So, like, to prep, I pulled the shocks. And I have shocks for an 84 Corolla, which are mostly right. They're 2 inches longer. It's the right spring rate and everything. The top mount's the same, but the bottom didn't have that little bushing in it. So I took the old ones off already to stick the bush in the new one. So this is a leveling lift, right? So in my mind, the big spacer goes in the back. So the back's already taken apart. We're going to start on the back, which makes sense, right? So let me glove up because I keep getting so filthy. I got some new gloves. Oops. I got some new gloves that should work better. So, like, this is all we have to do for the back. Is spring comes out, shock comes out. This goes on top. This way, right? Sides up there, spring sits in there. We bolt everything back together. The front is a little more work, so we're going to do that last. These gloves fit too. The other ones I accidentally ordered mediums, and I'm not a medium king. I'm a large king. So I kept blowing the palms out of my gloves. So let's see if we can get you guys something. I think all I gotta do, there's no shock on the other side either. Okay. How are we gonna get this out? Do we just... Okay. Maybe I just drop that and pops. Maybe we get a pry bar in there and pop her open. Yeah, dude. What's up, JD? I made a choice. I know this is a leveling lift. It came with 2 different size spacers. So I'm assuming... Wait. The small spacer has to go in the back. Because it'll be raked, like, front down. So that would mean... Yeah. Oh, man. I'm glad I was explaining that to you, because I almost put the wrong spacer on here. I think. I don't know. So we'll put the small spacer on. How are we going to get these springs out? Will they just fall out? We'll put that just a little bit of hold up on the And, oh yeah, look. Boom. Spring out. Nice. The spacier goes on. Oh, this is, it's not going to be... Okay, so it's not going to be super easy. What are we pulling on here? How am I going to compress that? Like 4 inches. How are we going to do this? Should I take this front arm off? Will that give me... No, that's letting it move. Maybe I just don't support the diff. What do you think, dude? F it. Let's stop supporting the diff and see what happens. Does that give me enough jiggle? Does that give me enough jiggle? No. Is it easier to go top on first? Yeah, maybe. Maybe. Let's see. Oh, dude, I'm so close to it. I'm just not heavy enough. Here we go. Okay. Okay, dude. We're big winners. We're big winners. Okay. I guess shock now? Yeah, stands are on the frame. Dude, that feels insulting. Obviously the stands are on the frame, brother. Cut this little scrap off of the shock. And she grows. These, should I use the old Mounties? Nah. Yeah. Maybe. Well, I've mixed them up now. That one's up there already. Are they like exactly the same? I don't think it matters. I'm gonna use the new one just for the sake of putting new crap. Let's just put new crap on, dude. Ugh. Nice new hardware, which I enjoy. New hardware seems to be, it's better than old hardware, yeah. Bolt. As that is. Do we think it's Gigunda? Yeah, well, they're definitely not the same size as the old ones. Ugh. Yeah, dude, I may not be a technician, but I'm wearing gloves today that fit. So that's, you know, we're moving up in the world. You know what I'm saying? Oh, go in. Go in. Where's my bolt for this? Oh, dude, did I put, well, this? Dude, the other night, I was having trouble sleeping anyway, right? and the boy comes out. I was watching TV. What was I watching? Oh, I was watching that Gunsmith Cats show. Let me look at the other these pieces of hardware. Oh, these are supposed to stack up. I was watching that Gunsmith Cats show. It was like 2 in the morning, and my boy comes out, and he's like, "I want to hang out." So we were hanging out, and he kept me up, brother. We were up the entire night, and then finally at like 4, he was like, "I want to lay down." There is a there's a nut there that I'm not sure. It's probably from the old shock. I left a bunch of crap on the floor I didn't clean up, so I got crap laying everywhere. Shouldn't have done that, right? Oh man, and it's, when I tell you it's steaming hot out here, brother, please believe me when I say it's freaking steaming hot out here. Because it is, my dude. You gotta move the chat over here. Yeah, dude. Like I'm not. I don't want it to sound like I'm complaining that he came and like woke me up. It was so fun. He was being super cool. He was being so fun. We were having a great time. You know, sometimes he's not the funnest dude to hang out with, you know, when they need something or whatever. You know what? I should wait to do the other spring. I'll go ahead and do the top shock mount here. And then I'm gonna do the other spring first. I'm gonna unbolt the bottom of this one. And we'll that way I can put the other spring in without fighting against the shock, dude. I think that's the Strat. Yeah, okay. Let's get the other spring-a-ling-ding. Small one. Big one in the front, small one in the back. That's what we're going with. I forgot to chat. There's like 0 room on this side. Hopefully you can see. What am I getting? I'm getting tools. Oh, that's not what I went over there for. I went over there to get the chat. All right, get those ducks put away, brother. Okay. Spring out. Spacier in. Now, this already feels like it's going to be a lot than the other one. So, yeah, this one is going to be uncool. Oh, you know what? I'm going to go over there and freaking, I'm going to jack that side of the axle up. Will that help me? Potentially. Potentially. We certainly shall. Let's not lift it off the stands. Okay. Does that help me any? No. No, why didn't that help me? That made it like so. Did that make it so worse? Or did that help me a little bit? Okay. Okay. That made it so worse. Maybe. Okay. I feel like this is going to be a little bit of a rough riding. A bit of a rough ride type scenario. How can I don't necessarily want to like jam and start prying because I'm so afraid of springs. Should I take this off? Yeah. I think I will. Where's my wrench? My other wrench is over there still. Dudes. Gotta get in position. This isn't gonna come off, brother. Okay. So that I'm gonna there's nothing there. That's not moving. So let's figure something else out. I really leaned into this job not needing a spring tool. It was like, doesn't need one. My dad was like, get a spring tool. I was like, no, does not need one, father. And it seems like I should have got one because we would be done already. I was watching this dude. There's a dude on YouTube. His channel is called Harold's Hobbies, and he has a tracker. It's a similar one to this. I can't remember what year it is, but he's got a tracker very similar to this one, same body style and everything. And he wheels, dude. He wheels it like crazy. He's out in the desert in like Utah, and he gets after his freaking tracker, dude. He was doing this, I don't know if it was the same exact kit because there's like a million of these, but it's like a similar one. And he just like freaking like popped the springs right out. Absolute Chad. Oh, that's like the perfect place to push on this, but it's sitting on the spring perch. Can I do it like from here on that thing? Yeah. There we go. So, Harold from Harold's Hobbies must be freak strong, dude. Because... Bro, he just did this so easily. Does that fit in there? That would be too good. They said guys are doing this in an hour. Oh, well, I've only been at it a couple of minutes, so that scared me, and I got sweat in my eye. It hurt at the same time, so I was double scared. Okay. you. Okay. What should we do here? Let's think about this like smart people. Just, bro, maybe take this trailing arm bolt out. You can't see it. It's so corroded that, yeah, that dude, it's not. It's what's fighting me, I think, is the spring on the other side. But I can't really get the flex I'm looking for, and maybe this brake line too. Let's see. I'm gonna try see if I can compress that spring on the other side with my jack a little bit better. What I'm doing over there, and jacking this baby up. Maybe that. I appear to be getting some flex. Okay. That's as far as I want to go, because I don't want this to fall on me. Does that give me any more flex? Oh, dude, I'm so close. Okay. Dude, we're almost in there. Like less than an inch. I gotta move this. There we go. Yay. Whew. Okay. Okay. We have done it. Keep burping. We're seated how we're supposed to be. Okay, let's put shocks on. My boy, I can hear him in there giving his mom hell right now. These gloves are filling up with sweat, and it's dripping down my arms. It's a little yucky. Yeah, he's a strong-willed boy. Like his father. One time I was telling my dad a story about something crazy he did, and my dad said one of the things that happens to you as a parent is seeing one of your kids have a kid that's just like them. I don't think I was as loud and crazy as my son. You know, he's very confident. I'm not sure I had that at his age, or really ever. Really until I joined the Army, they kind of make you, you know, even if you're not confident, you just pretend until you are. Come on. Be cool here, dude. Be cool here. Just go. Just do the things that you're supposed to be doing. Do all of the things. Yeah, the sweaty, you know. I'll deal with the sweaty glove, so it doesn't take me an hour to shower after this. You know what I mean? Come on, you stinky guy. Go in. Go in. Okay. I have so much sweat in my eyes. What? Are you not? Okay. One more. Okay. Okay. Let's go to the other side. Let me get you guys. What's up, dudes? Well, dude, it's just one dude right now. Okay. Can you see? Yeah. Jeez. There we go. Come on, you. There we go. There we go. My neighbors are stinky guys. I don't know if you could hear that. That raggedy sounding truck, dude. But, come on. There we go. Hardware on. I'm glad you couldn't see my legs just then, because I was in a very unflattering position. Why is that? Why is that in the offward rotation? That's not what I want or need. How did that happen? One more. Okay. Okay, that's the back done. Back lifted. Should we put the wheels on? I think we should put the... we can't put the wheels on. We have to go higher, I think. We'll do the wheels last, I guess. Okay. Front time. Get this. Get them. Yep. Front time. Front time. Come on, everybody. It's front time. Sorry if we got too much wind noise. The fan's on right here. It's like 150,000 degrees today, so the fan is staying on. Okay. I'm trying to remember all the crap we have to do. The strut mount has to come out. Remember that. Obviously the strut comes out. So most of the directions I said you have to take off the steering linkage and disconnect and pull the ball joint. But that dude, Harold, from Harold's Hobbies, he said that you can just reach in there and pull the drive shaft out from the transfer case. And that gives you the flexibility that you need. So I lean towards that solution because it seems less misery. So we got to get the brake line out of the way. Brake line is out of the way. Strut bolts. Oh man, a super strong, really good looking guy must have put these in. Because that thing was tight, son. He was probably just an absolute Adonis. Put those on. This one we keep. This one we'll probably also keep. Why can't I get the freaking wrench on that? I know you're not a big baseball fan, man, but my boys have been in a series against Boston the last couple of days, and they are getting absolutely walked. Just absolutely pooed upon. It's a drag because they're supposed to be way better than Boston. Come out, poopy. I guess I'll get a little punch. A stinky little punch in there. This is suspension stuff is new for me. I've only done a couple of suspension things. Like, I grew up in a family where you work on your own stuff, but my dad's best friend from his childhood, I keep forgetting, you know where this place that I'm talking is. My dad's best friend from childhood owned Baseline Tire. And so suspension and tire work we never had to do. Robert did it for us. Okay. The strut mount, what do you think that is? I'm gonna guess a 12 ski. This car is funny, man, because everything's so little. All of the stuff is little tiny boy stuff. Can we? Oh, okay. Freaking love this tool, dude. You see, we've got a bit of a safety issue with this battery. Somebody just stuck the wrong side of the battery in this rig, and the battery hold down apparently didn't fit, and they were like, F it. They were like, F it, we don't need that. We like our batteries flopping around. Oh. Come out of here. Come out of here, strut. Okay. Strut is out. We gotta do something about this. Okay. So now we have to examine how the strut spacer works. And in a lot of these kits, you have to freaking pound the studs out of the strut mount. But in this one, it appears that we don't need to do that. It appears yeah, so you've been to Baseline? That guy I've known, he sold it now, he retired. But I've known that guy my entire life, Robert Costa. Interesting fact about that guy. In his 20s, he was voted Bellevue's most eligible bachelor. Oh, cool, you gotta take the top hat off. Nice. Robert, there at Baseline Tire, gave me my first motorcycle of my entire life, a Honda 305 Scrambler. It had been my dad's when they were kids, and Robert still had it. So he gave it to me, and I had this. I was renting this like Beat trailer, mobile home in Summerfield, and I went full like frame off style in the kitchen and got in trouble for doing a motorcycle in the kitchen and had to move. And I tried to rebuild the motor, but oh, camera disaster. Tried to rebuild the motor, but I was too stupid. What's happened to the camera? Okay, we're back. And the first time I started it, it was a big no-go. Okay, how are we gonna do this? There we go. Okay, top hat off. I was avoiding doing that completely. One, I didn't want to, but this, I didn't put this together right here. This has to go inside here, I think. And then it holds my shock boot on, maybe. No? That's how we're going to do it. It's going to go inside there to hold my shock boot a little better. Okay. Now the question of the day. The big question. It must be this way, right? With this collar on the top. But don't worry about that. I do not feel bad. I do not care. Oh, I do have to pound these out. Okay. That's fine. How should we do this? I wonder what a nightmare this is going to be. Or if it's going to be a dream. Let me get my little seat. And how should we do this? I'm sure I will need a socket. We're going to try to do this like a big idiot at least once. How hard is this going to be? If I just beat on it? That's the stupid way. Let me see if can I set it on the ground? Will she start? No, not at all. How should we get this out of here? These mounts are pretty yuck. Not only is that not working, it's hurting my hand quite a bit. This hammer is not awesome. Can we press this out maybe with a big old clamp? And I'm going to move the camera over here because I look like a shadow demon because of the lights. Can we press this out with a big old clamp? That's the next try. That's the next thing that we try. Will it work? I don't think so. We're not moving even a little bit. Nope. For the shadow demon? Okay. Maybe we drill? Do we drill this? I don't know if I can get my grinder in there. Do we drill through the back of this? I don't even know why I use a center punch. I'm not capable of finding the center of anything. I gotta press the studs out of this strut hat to put the strut spacer on. And it's gonna be poopy yuck yuck. I'm gonna see can I drill it out. I think is probably my best solution because I can't press it out because I'm too wimpy. and I can't hammer it out. This feels dumb. Is this dumb? I don't have impact sockets, dude. I just use the Chromies. I'll try the socket thing once again. But I get the world's wimpiest little hammer. You got a little poopy little wimp hammer. Okay. Yeah, dude, your idea is working better than mine. Punchy. Stupid. Didn't work good. Okay. That's the first one out. Thanks for the tip, homie. That one's like peening. Hard to do on your knees on the floor. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Huh. Oh, dude. I'm about to rage, dude. I'm glad you're here, because it's keeping me from raging. My neighbor's mowing his grass. It'd be so embarrassing. Out. Okay. Look at this tiny little hammer, dude. I needed a hammer for something, a ball peen for something I was working on. And I was just looking at the cost of, I was like trying to spend, you know, the cheapest ball peen or whatever, buy the cheapest one. And I was like, oh, $10, and they sent me this. It's like I feel like a hammer a dentist would use. Almost done. Okay. No more studs. Well, one more stud. one thing that I'm concerned with, the freaking hat doesn't fit in there. So what do I do? Oh, does it fit in the bottom? Yes. Okay, the hat fits in the bottom. Sick. And then this goes on. And then everything is awesome, like in Lego City. Legoland. Is it in the movie, in Lego City? Is it Lego City? Is it Legoland? Okay. Now we gotta get our freaking poopy little bolts out of here. Poopy little washers. We'll put them here. The other side's gonna be harder because there's nowhere to put stuff over there. Dudes with big hammers have big nails. Is that what it is? Getting stuff out of a plastic bag with a freaking rubber glove on is hard. It's hard work. Put this bag over there so I don't spill it deep down into my car. Oh! On top of everything else, we gotta drill these stud holes out. Okay. So the listing said these spacers were aluminum, but as you can see, that's not true. Is this 3/8 or 5/16? What are these bolts? .5/16. I'm gonna just do this off cam real quick. Okay. Wow, is this the hardest material known to man? It's laughing upon me. It's laughing upon me. It's telling me, you stupid idiot. There's one. One and a half. The piece is becoming quite hot. There's two. And three. Okay. Brother! It's very hot. It's quite hot. Okay. Oh my God. That was so warm. Let's put it back together quickly so I don't have to touch it for as long. How'd it get so hot so fast? Is this one being fresh with me? Okay. Okay. And gloving off for dexterity here. Okay. Whoosher. Bolt. Of course, they're the little nylon ones, so I can't thread them very far. Don't laugh at me for burning my hand, dude. It was an upsetting situation. Okay. What size are those? My hand hurts. My hands are so sweaty. I burned my thummy. A tartine. Get the complimentary ranch. Dex build? What are you talking about? What does that mean? Should turn it the right way. There's a Navy base right here, and they be flying fighter jets like crazy. Whoa! What was that noise? F. How are we going to tighten this one? Because when it's tight, you can't get the thing out of there. I gotta think that's tight enough, huh? Okay. Okay. Now it's time to be in misery with the spring. So, let's see. Can we pull the? Okay. Harold told me you could just pull the axle out. So, okay. Let's look at this. Let's look at what needs to come out. Okay. I think Swaber has to come out. Or, you know, not come out, take a disconnection. And eventually, I will find the size of the bolt that is there. Okay, what is that? Okay, so it's probably 14. Do I have a 14 here? Of course not. Of course not. Do I have a 14 here? Yeah. Yeah, I sure do. Is that what you are? That is what you are. Oh. I was expecting such pain. Such misery. Oh, scared. I became scared. Okay. So more things will need to be removed. Okay. Steering linkage coming off, baby. Where's my dentist's hammer? So, for a short period of time, before I worked at Lowe's with you, JD, I I worked at this RV place in Wildwood, and I had a dude get so mad at me one time for using, okay, she's toy, okay, for using, like dikes or side cut diagonal pliers, I think is the right name, to, remove a cotter pin. And like, I'm pretty sure that's what you're supposed to use, like, official. That's the official. Oh, the axle's out. So Harold was right. But we still need more down travel. So this has got to come out, dude. Okay, there we go. But the dude got so freaking furious at me for using diagonal pliers to take a cotter pin out. I'm like, dude, this I think is what you're supposed to do. But you tell me, is it what I'm supposed to do? This thing needs both CVs, brother. I was trying to avoid it, but I'm gonna have to buy them. I mean, it's fine, I think, at this point. Oh no. Dude, I was putting the power stretch on my freaking brake line there. How do I get just a little more room out of this? Okay, spring out. New spring, 100% is going to be a pain in 100p, brother. Okay. Huh. Do I gotta take the bump stop out? Dude, I thought that thumbnail was cool with the Subi in the background. I thought it was super cool. That was stupid. That was dumb. What am I trying to overcome here? What's in the way? Can you even... Like, I'm sure you can take that off. Hey. Free part. It's from when they put this battery in. Okay. How do I freaking get this son of a thing? Make sure it fits there. Yeah. Do we just turn? Do we just spin you? What's a good way to do this? It's like, it's so close to fitting. And let me try the other one. We'll see if there's something wrong with that one, or I don't know what I'm doing. See which of those things is. Okay. It's that I don't know what I'm doing. What's bumming me out hugely is that maybe these are the ones for the rear. And I gotta do that all again. No, but the rears fit good. The rears fit good. So what should I do here? How should I fight this? What should we do to make this submit to us? Give it some shakies. Okay, well, that makes it worse. Hmm. Huh. Do the bump stops have to go? If so, how? No, there's no, because it fits on there almost. And I can see inside the spots where it's hitting. And the spots where it is not. Huh. Give it a little friggin' twist. Is that helping? Maybe. Yeah, that's the... No. No, it's not helping. Huh. Because there's no way that I can just put that on there and just make the spring push it up. I haven't a way to knock anything off the inside. How much do I need to knock off the outside? It seems like a lot. I can feel a lip there. But is it hitting the back too? Yeah. Hmm. Okay. Okay. The slow tappy approach seems to be having an effect, but I can't get the back side of it there. Okay. We're like so close to the homeland here. I feel dumb. I feel dumb. I feel dumb. Maybe we use tiny hammer? Is Tiny Hammer having an effect? Ow. It is affecting the palm of my hand through the force of strike. No. Well, I mean, yes, something is happening. It looks like it's just, literally just the paint on this bump stop is keeping us from doing everything that we hope and dream that we may one day do in the future. Do I dare to get in there with a wheel and just a flap disc and just grind some of that off? I dare. I believe that I dare to do that. Will it work? Sure, maybe. Just give it a good thrashing with a flap disc. Okay, that got us exactly as high as we were before. Maybe. Yeah. We just keep going. I feel like I'm stupid for thinking that that would do anything. Am I stupid, chat? I wish I could get inside there with something. I shouldn't have hit this with the hammer a bunch of times. The hard hammer. That was stupid. Let me see. Can you hear that? What are the odds that that little bit of filing did anything? They're slim. Yeah. Can I like, will this help me? Yeah, just grind some more. F it. Oh. Why is this happening to me? Haven't I been a good person? Okay. Made no change. Bro, you know what? How do you get this bump stop off? That's a hex. So, do I have... Will this thing bite onto it? I'm just gonna take this bump stop off, dude. F it. Okay. Not large enough. Let's go idiot mode. Okay. So this comes off, but this means nothing. Does that come off? I cannot access it. It is inside of the Fromm. If I grip this son of a gun real tight, can I torn it? No, I cannot. Will this allow me to? Yes, it shall. For like maybe 2 bashes. What does a guy do in a situation such like this? I have no way to get a grinder inside of this. What's crazy, you can't see in there, right? But where there's weld, it's not rubbing. What time is it? Do I run to the store and get a file? Is that a possibility that a file would do anything? I thought I had a file. I could heat the whole thing up, but then I have no way to get it. Then I have no way to hold it. I've got this. It's not really a file. Is more of a rasp. But is it moving material? It appears to be. This is probably great audio. Good audio. That feels stupid, and I don't want to do it. Okay, come on, let's figure this out. What do we do here? Would have been crazy if it just went on. Okay, so there's no way this is gonna fit on here. Do we pull a rear spring? Do we pull a rear spring and see if that works? If that spacer works? Oh, that will just... Oh, I'll be so bummed. I'll be so bummed that I may cry. I may cry 1,000 tears. But it's what we gotta do, I guess. It's what we gotta do. Let's try it. It would make sense why it was such a pain in the butt to freaking... Okay, offward. it would totally make sense why it was such a pain in the butt to get these springs on. If I was using the wrong spacer back here. But that one will never, no matter what, will never go on. So, like clearly, oh my gosh. Okay, what did I do? I had to freaking jack one side up, I think. Okay. Okay. Spring out, spacer out. Okay. Okay. So this is fine. These are supposed to be, this is the right ones. Oh. Scary. Okay. Okay, so we can put that to rest. So the back is correct. The back is correct. Did you guys hear that? I think I'm gonna have to get a grinder or something for this fronty. You know? I think that's just what it's gonna have to be. A grinder or something to get this front one on there, down inside of it. Because grinding that whole bump stop mount, that's not gonna do anything. It's just not going to do anything. Both of these don't even come close to fitting. But the little bit of rasping on it I did seem to be effective. What the heck time is it? I'm gonna have to go to the store, dude. What time is it? 8. F. What time does the store close? Okay, I gotta go now. I gotta end the stream. It was awesome of you to be here. I'll catch you later, bro.